The reason they don't want you to know who God is because knowing God is knowing yourself. It's knowing your purpose. It's knowing the reason why you're here. Why you're here on this earth and what you're supposed to be doing while you're here. That's the reason they didn't want you to know who God was. That's the reason they didn't want you to believe that there is a God. They make knowing God so difficult. Oh, if you know God, then you shouldn't be doing this. If you know God, then you shouldn't be doing that. And it's confusing because you think, how can I know him but not be myself? How can I have a relationship with him and not be myself? Why is it wrong to be myself just because I have a relationship with him? It's not. But of course, confusion comes from the enemy. The enemy wants you to stay confused, stay lost, stay stuck. He doesn't want you to have freedom, everlasting life, eternity with God, to have the chains broken off of you so that you're no longer living in bondage. He wants you to live so that your mind will always be in bondage. Your heart will always be in bondage. It's not hard getting to know God at all. And if you really want to know who you are, that's the perfect place to start. I knew of God because I was raised around, people who went to church and who took me to church. But it wasn't until I wanted to know him myself that I started to have a relationship with him. And I got to know him very personally. And it changed my life because I was no longer lost and confused about who I was. It sounds scary, but it's really not.